Picture this, it's 2025. Donald J. Trump is back in the White House wielding old-school power rallies America First, concrete and steel. On the other side, Musko. Not a politician but the tech visionary behind hypernova dynamics. Musko's world is AI, rockets, satellites, he connects the globe or disconnects it. Trump's power is national, physical, Musko's is global, digital, two titans, two visions, Trump, borders and jobs, Musko, networks and code. Their beliefs, always on a collision course. One loves fossil fuels, the other electric cars. Trump stands for American strength, Musko for global influence. The stage is set for a clash, old power versus new. Before the digital Cold War, maybe they just nodded at each other. But tech was never just the good guy. Underneath, their worlds were destined to collide. The tension was always there, simmering. Trump, the face of tradition. Musko, the face of the future. This isn't just a political rivalry. It's a battle for how the world works. Two men, two empires, and only one can shape tomorrow. The world is about to watch a digital showdown. Are you ready? The lines are drawn. The stakes? Everything. Let's dive in. The digital Cold War begins. The feud didn't start with fireworks. It began with cracks. Trump pushed America First for government contracts. Musko's companies were global. The first rift, Musko's AI, Lyra, was running US traffic, power, even weather systems. Embedded in over 30 federal agencies, Lyra made things run, maybe too smoothly. Trump saw Musko's influence growing fast. Too much power for one tech billionaire, especially with labs in Singapore, Zurich, Nairobi. Trump worried about American data, secrets, and jobs. He started questioning global tech's reach. Musko fired back online. Trump fears what he doesn't understand. He fears the future. Musko believed his tech was essential for solving big problems, like climate change. Trump saw a threat to American control. The tension was building, both sides digging in. It was no longer just business. It was about who would shape the future. The digital Cold War was heating up. The world watched as two visions clashed. The stakes were rising. The next move would change everything. The lines were hardening. The digital feud was now a national crisis. The countdown to confrontation had begun, and there was no turning back. Trump struck back, hard. He signed Executive Order 14099. No more federal contracts with certain AI companies, especially those with foreign ties. Hypernova Dynamics, Musko's company, was the clear target. The White House called it essential for protecting American workers and privacy. Musko's response? He terminated U.S. government contracts and rerouted his hyperstar satellite bandwidth away from U.S. agencies. Suddenly, climate-neutral nations got priority access. This was no longer business, it was a digital standoff. Trump drew a line. Musko showed his global reach. The civilian Cold War was on. The world watched, waiting for the next move. The stakes had never been higher. Power was shifting, fast. The digital battlefield was set. Both sides were ready to escalate. The world braced for impact. The digital Cold War was now front-page news. The rules had changed. The conflict was just beginning, and everyone was watching. After Musko's move, chaos hit. U.S. data centers glitched, NASA and FAA systems failed, trains stopped, 72 hours of digital mayhem. Flights grounded, satellite data corrupted, America's infrastructure was exposed. Did Musko sabotage it? He denied it, but experts suspected a code burnout, failsafe, and Lyra. Trump may have cut the wire, but Musko wrote the script. Musko's hyperstar network controlled over 60% of low-orbit satellite bandwidth. Suddenly, the U.S. military and scientists lost their fast connections. They had to rely on outdated systems. One Pentagon official warned, if Musko shut it all off, the U.S. could go half-blind. Musko felt cornered, so he flexed his digital muscle. This was no longer about angry tweets. It was about who held the digital keys. Musko had a very big keychain. The stakes were now dangerously high. The world saw how much power rested in one man's hands. The digital Cold War was now a real threat. The next move could change everything. The world held its breath. The battle spilled into the public. Trump launched a neo-Luddite campaign, anti-tech, pro-human. He pushed the Freedom from Machines Act ban AI in schools, healthcare, even the military. We don't need robots telling us how to live, Trump thundered at rallies. He launched America First TV, promising real news, not machine news. His base loved it, humans over robots. Musko countered with a viral deepfake, Trump dancing with dinosaurs. Caption, extinct leaders fear intelligent life. 200 million views in a day. Musko used humor and tech to paint Trump as a dinosaur, out of touch. He launched Neosphere, a virtual world powered by Lyra, teaching AI history and ethics. Musko shaped the story, showing AI as the future, not a threat. Trump had rallies and a news app, Musko had memes and a metaverse. It was a battle for hearts and minds. The propaganda war was fierce, the public was divided, the digital Cold War was everywhere. The fight for the future was online. The world was watching and choosing sides. The information war was on. The stakes were higher than ever. When things got heated, the lawyers moved in. The Department of Justice launched investigations. Was Musko's company a monopoly? Did Trump abuse his power? Musko went international, filing a claim at The Hague, backed by 17 tech companies. They argued for algorithmic sovereignty, the right for code to be free. In Congress, Trump's allies introduced the Real Human Act, aiming to dismantle AI monopolies and restore human labor. "This is a values war," said Representative Latimer. "We choose humanity or the machines." The country was divided, even inside the government. A leaked justice memo called Musko a transnational cyber sultan, comparing his power to OPEC, but with data, not oil. Fear grew over one tech leader's influence. Who was really in charge, government or code? The legal battle was now global. The stakes were existential. The digital Cold War was now fought in courts and Congress. The world was watching for a verdict. The outcome would shape the future. The power struggle was at its peak. The digital Cold War was now a legal war. The next chapter was being written in real time. The world waited for the final decision. Why does this matter? Because when flights are grounded and trains stop, it's not just politics, it's your life. America's systems were suddenly vulnerable, reliant on Musko's satellites. Trump scrambled to launch Sky Patriot, a $60 billion national satellite system, years away from reality. This fight is about who controls essential technology-elected governments or billionaire-run companies. The digital Cold War forces us to ask, what's the right balance between innovation and safety, progress and privacy? This is persona on system warfare. One person wielding power through tech, challenging a nation-state. No firewall can stop it. This isn't just drama between two men, it's a fight for our future. Will technology serve humanity or control it? Who writes the rules? The outcome will shape decades to come. The future is being coded, debated, and fought over right now. We're all living in it. The digital Cold War is here. The stakes, everything. The next move is ours. Are you ready?